Welcome to School Report, a glimpse into the classrooms of St. Lucie County Public Schools. School Report provides the opportunity to share with the community academic and extracurricular activities of students in our schools. And now, here is School Report.
We would like to welcome Worcester Academy baseball team to CAMOORE Elementary. We are thrilled to have them. This has been a partnership for the last 5 or 6 years. This will be the 6th year. They come to Fort Pierce to play spring baseball. It is such a win-win partnership because they lodge in our community, they stay in Fort Pierce, they eat in our community, and they've also adopted a school. So we are thrilled to have them in our community because it is a win-win situation, not just for our school, but for the economy in our community. We are thrilled to have them, and we hope our weather holds out for the time that they're here because they have been literally up to their necks in snow. So we are thrilled to have them. We've had beautiful weather, and as you can see, they have on Chester A. Moore Explore Worcester Academy shirts. They have been writing to our students through the year. They have built relationships with our students, and we are thrilled to have them as a partner with our school. At this time, I would also like to introduce Ms. Stephanie Harris, the new assistant principal at CAMOORE. We're thrilled to have Ms. Harris. And we have a teacher on special assignment this year in administration. She was a 4th grade teacher last year, Ms. Kanisha Bobo, so we're thrilled to have her. At this time, before I make some presentations, I would like to call Mark Gafer to the microphone and he can introduce the coaches. Mark and I correspond through the year, through email, through phone calls, through text, and it's a pleasure when I can text him and say it's 82 degrees sunny, and he texts back that we're up to our necks in snow. So without further ado, Mark Gafer.
Thank you. This has been such a fabulous partnership that's been built well through the years. I know that when we get together to do our letter writing and to talk about CAMOORE and Worcester Academy, all the boys, their eyes light up, big smiles on their faces, and we've been looking forward to this all year long. I know that years ago when Coach Forsberg and I started this was the start of something beautiful. It actually was, I'm getting goosebumps talking about it because the first year we did it, that was the year we won the championship. And so it was a great start. Our coaching staff, our head coach, Coach Dana Forsberg. Our junior varsity coach, Pat O'Donnell. Assistant coach, Dan Sullivan. And our ambassador, mixologist, and assistant coach, Jamie Sullivan. There you go.
Thank you, Mark. Again, it's a real pleasure to have you all. We have an added treat on Monday. Worcester Academy, the parents, the staff, they are sponsoring 50 students to go to Lawnwood Stadium to not only watch part of a baseball game, but to be a part of these role models that have served our students. The 50 students have been chosen by our faculty as students that have demonstrated the best effort academically and behaviorally throughout the year. So again, we thank Worcester Academy not only for the donations they make to our school, but for serving as role models to our students. At this time, if I could have the coaches up here, please. Ms. Harris, Ms. Bobo. On behalf of CAMOORE Elementary, we would like to present you with the plaque for the athletic department, but also for your head of school. Certificate of Appreciation, this award is presented to Worcester Academy baseball team for promoting excellence in education. So we have 2 plaques, one to hang in the athletic department and one to please give to your head of school. So thank you, Worcester Academy. And we can't thank you enough for the relationships that you have built and the letter writing that we do throughout the year. We look forward to a prosperous next year with the letter writing and the relationships. Our
Good word.
And
All right.
jealous.
Jealous, it's like really angry. Dog's not behaving too well. All right. Jack was Papa's horse that he'd raised from a colt. Rascal, murmured Papa, smiling, because no matter what Jack did, Papa loved him. I spooned up the stew and lighted the oil lamp, and we ate with the dogs crowding under the table, hoping for spills or handouts. Papa might not have told us about Sarah that night if Caleb hadn't asked him the question. After the dishes were cleared and washed and Papa was filling the tin pail with ashes, Caleb spoke up. It wasn't a question, really. "You don't sing anymore," he said. He said it harshly, not because he meant to, but because he had been thinking of it for so long. "Why?" he asked more gently. Slowly, Papa straightened up. There was a long silence, and the dogs looked up, wondering at it. "I've forgotten the old songs," said Papa quietly. He sat down. "But maybe there's a way to remember them." He looked up at us. "How?" said Caleb eagerly. Papa leaned back in the chair. "I've placed an advertisement in the papers." "For help." "You mean a housekeeper?" I asked, surprised. Caleb and I looked at each other and burst out laughing, remembering Hilly, our old housekeeper. She was round and slow and shuffling. She snored in a high whistle at night like a tea kettle and let the fire go out. "No," said Papa slowly, "not a housekeeper." He paused. "A wife." Caleb stared at Papa. "A wife? You mean a mother?" Nick slid his face onto Papa's lap and Papa stroked his ears. "That too," said Papa, "like Maggie." Matthew, our neighbor to the south, had written to ask for a wife and mother for his children. And Maggie had come up from Tennessee. Her hair was the color of turnips, and she laughed. Papa reached into his pocket and unfolded a letter written on white paper. "And I've received an answer. Papa read to us. Now this is the letter. "Dear Mr. Jacob Whitting, I am Sarah Wheaton from Maine, as you will see from my letter. I am answering your advertisement. I have never been married, though I have been asked. I have lived with an older brother, William, who is about to be married. His wife-to-be is young and energetic. I have always loved to live by the sea, but at this time I feel a move is necessary. And the truth is, the sea is as far east as I can go. My choice, as you can see, is limited. This should not be taken as an insult. I am strong and I work hard, and I am willing to travel, but I am not mild-mannered. If you should still care to write, I would be interested in your children and about where you live, and you. Very truly yours, Sarah Elizabeth Wheaton. P.S. Do you have any opinions on cats? I have one."
No problem. Everything's ready when you come down to breakfast.
Okay, stop right there. So what will appliances like the toaster, like the oven, like the stove, how is that going to be different in 2030? Rocio? How is that going to be different? I can't hear you.
Shh. About it because it's going to be a different day.
We do know it's going to be a different day, but what is happening with the toaster and the oven? Read it again. Guys, listen.
If you want your toast golden brown or your eggs over easy, no problem. Everything's ready when you come down to breakfast because it makes it for you.
Stop right there. So, how are toasters and ovens different now than it probably will be in 2030? Taekwon?
They're going to cook it for you.
That's right. You don't even, it's programmed. Everything is probably going to be programmed where you can just press a button and bam, there it is. Go ahead.
Dad is already downstairs in his office. Like many workers in 2030, he works at home using the internet, which allows people to live and work in the same place. Working out of home saves companies the cost of making big buildings that use electricity, heat, and air conditioning. It also cuts down on pollution because people don't have to drive to work.
Okay, stop right there. So how are jobs going to be different in 2030? How are jobs going to be different? Where will people be working? Brianna?
At home.
At home. They'll just have their computers at home. Who knows? Kids might be at home doing schoolwork on the computer. They probably won't even have schools. You'll probably have a teacher that's going to talk to you from the computer. Go ahead.
What would you put in a composite bin? That's a trash can for first grade. A pizza box, an apple core, or a soda can. Hold on.
Okay, pick on.
Trisco. Do you think it would be a pizza box,
Not here.
an apple core, or a soda can? Which one? Take a look at it. Do you think he's right?
No.
He is right.
I know it.
You get rid of okay? All right. The next person. Oh, Hunter has a spray. All right. Cambria.
Bag.
Jakeem, where's your notebook? Thank you. What is a producer? Do you think it's a plant, an animal, or a human? Cambria, take a good guess. What is a producer?
Oh no, my stuff it.
Do you guys think that's right?
No.
Thumbs up if you think it's right. Thumbs down if you think it's wrong.
Right.
See? You said plant is right. All right.
Good, Cambria.
Good job. Go,
I'll
Cambria.
That were down. He picked up the cake and the rake and the gown, and the milk and the strings and the books and the dish, and the fan and the cup, and the ship and the fish. And he put them away. Then he said, "That is that." And then he was gone with the tip of his hat. See, there he goes. And everything's cleaned up. He's sweeping. The fish is going back into the fish bowl. It looks like nothing happened. It looks like that mess didn't happen. Then our mother came in and she said to us too, "Did you have any fun? Tell me, what did you do?" And Sally and I did not know what to say. Should we tell her the things that went on that day? Should we tell her about it? Now what should we do? Well, what would you do if your mother asked you? And there's the mother coming in the door, and the kids are thinking about what they should say, but the fish is happy because he's back in his bowl. What would you do? Would you tell her what happened, or you wouldn't tell her what happened?
No.
You would be honest and tell her what happened?
Because that's the fate. I will tell her even sitting at the spot all day.
Just looking out the window at the wet day?
So the partnership, or the brotherhood, or big brother, little brother relationship that we've had with the C.A. Moore Elementary School has been such an integral part of the experience that our team has during the course of the year. The boys look forward to writing letters. They look forward to hearing from the students and the teachers, and it's become such a special part of our year. And then we get down here, and it's not just about baseball. We know that we're going to spend time being here, seeing the kids, spending time with them in the classroom. And this year in particular, with this field trip, I'm getting goosebumps talking about it. It's such a fabulous thing. The boys have been looking forward to it. The coaches have been looking forward to it, and the amazing parents that are helping to support us and to support this special program is absolutely fabulous.
Hi, my name is Barbara Chanette, and I'm a fourth grade teacher. This is my 11th year at C.A. Moore, and I know that myself and the students look forward to this every year. These boys are the best role models that they've had in a long time. They really look forward to it. And I've seen nothing but good things from these boys. I mean, you don't even have to coax them on what to say to the kids to get them pumped. they know, they say talk about baseball, they talk about academics, they talk about their future, and they talk about how it's attainable for everybody at CA Moore. You don't have to be from Massachusetts up north, even down here in Florida, that we have the same things that they have up there, that they can work towards being good citizens and being successful in everything that they do. And they just love these boys dearly. So, and I do too. I've had the same baseball player come to my room for a couple of years now, and looking forward to next year as a senior. We want to do something special for him. But these kids are just, they're awesome, and it's just so nice to know that someone's taken us as friends, and we consider your boys family now. I mean, because we're getting to know people by name, so it's just it's awesome. We just totally love it, and thank you for bringing these boys and being part of our lives at CA Moore.
This is Mary Heiser. Mary is the mother of Matt, who graduated 3 years ago. He was a part of the program when we got started. And Mary's also the mother of Cam, who's a senior this year. And Mary has volunteered and organized our parent group to help support the CA Moore Worcester Academy partnership. And she has helped to organize the pizza and everything that the parents are doing and making this field trip such a big part. So here, Mary.
This has been a wonderful experience and a great relationship that all the boys and the families have been able to participate in over the years. Just starting off reading books and what it's turned into of, helping the schools, hearing the cheering, just so great. This is what it's about.
Sully, go right, Sully.
And we hope it to be a long-standing tradition. We would love to incorporate other schools into this program. There's many teams showing up at these fields every year, and I think it's just something important that our Worcester Academy loves to give back. We give back to the neighborhood of Worcester, and this just extends it further, and we're all very proud to help out.
Yeah. My name is Jamie Sullivan. I'm the basketball coach at Worcester Academy, but I've been coming down here for 4 years since this guy was a freshman. His dad was my high school basketball coach and started the Friendly House basketball program back in Worcester, and it has driven me to want to give back to our community. Through CA Moore and the Worcester Academy partnership, we've been able to develop a tremendous relationship, but Dante Ricciardi here has been instrumental in helping develop and maintain the relationship that we have this year and last year. He's captain of the baseball team here at Worcester Academy, and his dad is also the assistant general manager of the New York Mets down here in Port St. Lucie. So we wanted to get a few words from Dante Ricciardi. What does it mean to you to be part of this special bond that we have with CA Moore, with your background in regards to your dad, with Friendly House and all the things that he's done for the greater Worcester, and now we're down here doing it during the course of our spring training?
I mean, it's great. I mean, Worcester Academy does so many great things for other communities. I mean, I know we have a huge ties with the Union Hill School, which is right across the street from us. We got a sister school or brother school in Denmark. And, to do this just as the baseball team, to have, another family member in our community with CA Moore, it's great. It's unbelievable. I mean, these kids come out and they look up to you each and every day, and it's great to see a lot of them grow up just like we've grown up, and they get a kick out of it, which is unbelievable. I mean, it's great as a player to see these kids look up to you the same way that you looked up to people like David Ortiz or David Wright or people like that. So I mean, I think it's really special. I mean, with my dad's background with Friendly House, I mean, I wasn't around for that, but just hearing the stories and everything like that, I can kind of get a taste of what he was doing and what was happening when he was doing it too.
Now, with our new incentive-laden field trip that we have going on here, to be able to spend time with the kids that have good behavior, that have good attendance, and that are working hard at their schoolwork, how does that impact what we're doing, as a baseball program? But also, how do you feel about that it's grown throughout the course of your 4 years here, from reading books to doing gift cards to doing school supplies? Now we do all those things, but now we've added a field trip. What does that say, and how do you feel about that now as a senior captain?
I think it's great that the trip and the program keeps progressing and the relationship with CAMOORE. I feel like, um, our first year we just came, we read books, which was awesome. The kids came in, they went nuts when we got to the room, but I felt like we didn't get to spend enough time with them. Then we did a little bit more with the gift cards. Then we did a little bit more we shopped at Walmart for them. And now that they get to come and watch us play, I think that really, is the cherry on top of everything. I mean, these kids, it's great. I mean, you always want fans at your games. We always, kind of bust everybody's chops at school for, saying, hey, why don't you come to the baseball games? Why do you come to the baseball games? And we're coming to Florida, and obviously we're not going to have that many fans from school, so we got these kids, it's unbelievable. I mean, I think Coach Gaff doing this it's really, stepping up the relationship and the trip.
Great. Thanks, Don.
This is Jakari. Jakari's a fifth grader, right? Yes, sir. Now, so Worcester Academy baseball players and CAMOORE and how those two are close, right? So can you tell me what it feels like when your class gets a letter from one of the baseball players?
It feels like if since I play baseball, when I get a letter, it inspires me to play baseball.
You enjoy writing the letters? Do you enjoy writing the letters back to the baseball players? What's your best part? What's your favorite part?
My favorite part about the letter, the positions.
Tell me about the hard work that you have been doing in order to be chosen to come here and celebrate this special day. Tell me about that.
I've been doing hard work by being nice to my classmates and be respectful.
You practicing your sight words? All right, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes, I'd like to introduce two of the instrumental guys for the last 4 years with the CAMOORE program, Cam Heiser and Bradley Waddell. And what I wanted to ask them today was about the fact of how do we feel about the progression, what we've done as a group during your 4 years coming to this trip, moving forward with this community service project, and more so developing and maintaining this relationship with CAMOORE, going from reading to them, then we gave gift cards and read to them, then we went to, bringing and going shopping for them. Now we're at a field trip. What do you think could be the next step that we try and work towards to keep working on this relationship to enhance it?
Yeah, this trip that we're doing right here, bringing a bus full of kids down to our game, I mean, that's probably one of the best things that we could do. We're so fortunate to come down here to the nice weather while we still have 1.5 feet of snow left. And they're willing to share this with us, so we got to give back. We're so privileged to be down here. It's good to give back.
And how's it feel to have Mom involved and being the point person for the parents and having your mother develop this parent association to be able to help us develop this relationship with them?
I mean, it feels good. My family is always about giving back, and this is just another thing that we do. We just try to give back as much as possible.
Okay, thanks, Cam. You pitching today?
No, I'm going to play outfield.
Play outfield. All right,
Yeah.
Get ready for the game.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Bradley. Same questions. How do you feel about the project? Mom and Dad were really big in getting the candy bars and getting stuff for the kids here. How do you feel about that?
I think it's a great thing, honestly. Just coming down here and seeing the smiles on the kids' faces, it's really just a magical thing. And just doing all that, it's really not as much for us, and it means the world to them, and they all let us know that. As for the future, I think we could probably strengthen the pen pal relationship that we do. We did a couple letters this year, but I think we could probably expand that and do it more frequently, and just check up on the kids. You really get a one-on-one relationship with the classes that you're reading to, and it's really awesome.
Great. What position are you playing today?
I'm playing third base.
And what number are you hitting in the order?
Third.
You going to get a hit for these kids?
Definitely.
Hi, this is Miss Jeanette at CAMOORE. We're here with Worcester boys baseball team, and this is Jaheim. And we're going to ask him a few questions. Jaheim, what does it mean to you to have these boys come to our school every day, every year?
A lot. It means it has me excited and
has me pumped up to be out here with the Worcester Academy.
And what does it mean to you to take a day to come out and be with the boys today?
It's fun. It means a lot to me. It's it takes a lot of work and hard work to get out here and play and be with the Worcester Academy. It took me lots and lots and lots of work to come out here and be with the Worcester Academy baseball team.
Jaheim was one of my students that I chose to be here. He's an excellent student, a good citizen, and I'm glad that he enjoyed himself today. Thank you.
Oh, hello, Cesar. We're here at Longwood Stadium. How does it feel to be selected for this outing?
I was excited when I heard, and right when I got home, I made my mom sign the paper so that I would be accepted.
Okay, and what grade are you in?
5th, in Nixon's class.
Okay. What did you have to do to be selected?
I worked hard. I did my homework. I practiced all my skills. I was being good behavior, and that's about it.
What would you like to say to Mrs. Holmes?
And thank you, Ms. Holmes, for selecting me and for letting this baseball team come to our school every year.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. I am Mrs. Bobo, and this is Jasmine McFarland, and we are at Longwood Stadium at a PBS event, and Jasmine's going to tell us exactly what she had to do to come on this event.
I got my grades. I did my grades good, and I got good grades so I can come to this event.
Okay, and what was the best part for you?
The best part was coming here, seeing all the baseball players.
Is there anything you want to say to the Worcester team?
That I hope they win a game.
And what about your principal?
I hope she's doing good with the school, and I like the rules that she has right now.
Okay, can you just tell us real quickly, what does the C stand for in CAM?
Courteous.
And the A stands for?
Accountable.
And the M stands for?
Make safe choices.
Did you do all those things to come here?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Jasmine.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Shook from CAMOORE. I teach 3rd grade, but I have Leslie with me. Leslie, can you tell us what you had to do to get out here to be with the boys this afternoon?
I had to get good grades, and I had to earn camp cash to be out here, it's like I can't explain it, but I'm excited to be here. This is my first year coming out to see the Worcester Academy play.
Can you tell me about what you've done in your classroom to get to know your baseball player and these boys from Worcester Academy a little bit?
I forgot the day they came. One boy, the coach, his name is Mr. O'Donnell. He came to our classroom and he read a book, and he had read a book, and the book, I don't remember the book. It was about baseball, and it's like I remember some of the parts, and it's like just exact that's what they're doing out here.
So tell me what it means to you to be selected to come out here and spend some time with the boys from the baseball team.
I'm excited. I've never been out here before, and this is my first year coming out here.
So this is something that you would encourage other kids to work hard so that they can get out here another time?
Yes, you guys this is really fun. You need to behave and be good and get good grades, so you can come out here and support the Western the Worcester Academy.
Thank you, Leslie.
You're welcome.
Our target for today's lesson is that by the end of today, we will be able to, everybody in here, find the area of rectilinear figures by decomposing them into non-overlapping rectangles. What that means is rectangular figures that are attached, and you're decomposing them by taking them apart into more than one rectangle, okay? I want you to take a second and I want you to think, what do you know about the size of rectangles? Something very specific. Hands down. You're just thinking for a second. What do you know about the size of rectangles? It's very, very important. It's an extremely important attribute. Hands down. It's an extremely important attribute of rectangles. So I'm going to write it here. Rectangle. Spell it right. Rectangles, their size, and an attribute. An attribute about the size of rectangles, okay? Got it in your head? You have about 1 minute to jot down your thoughts. Go ahead. When you're finished, you put your markers down and put your eyes on you. Spelling doesn't matter, okay? Markers down. Even if you're not finished, that's A-okay. You can still explain your answer, okay? Okay. I want ready. 1, 2, 3, boards up. I'm seeing some very, very, very similar answers here. Okay, I want you to raise your hand if you said opposite sides are equal. Which one? Excellent. If you just said opposite sides are equal, you didn't add any more details. Opposite sides are equal. Raise your hand. Okay? Excellent. If you agree with that, go ahead and you're going to give me a thumbs up. If you disagree, what do you think you're going to do? Give me a thumbs down. And if you have more to add, you want to say more than just opposite sides are equal, you can go ahead and give me a thumb to the side. Okay? So we got to have one thumb in the air. Either just I agree, I do not agree, which we're probably not going to. And then hands, thumb to the side. Excellent job, okay? Javon, do you have more to add or you have a thumb up? Just a thumb up? Okay, there's no more to add for you. Okay, Aristine, go ahead. Everybody listen very carefully to him. No, you're fine. What did you want to say about the sides of rectangles? Even if you're not sure what you wrote, what did you want to add about that? So you're trying to explain how we would find the opposite. Okay, just about rectangles in general. Just simple, regular rectangles. Anything else that we can remember about the rectangles? More to add. More to add. Sophie, go ahead. Nice and loud for everyone, especially everyone over there. Opposite sides are congruent or equal, because what does congruent mean? Equal. It means the same. Very good. Okay, so now if you're going to add more, what do you have to remember to do?
Repeat what Sophie said.
Repeat what Sophie said. Thank you. Go ahead, Jane.
Sophie said that opposite sides are congruent but one side of the rectangle is equal. One side of the rectangle is equal to the other side.
Okay, so for example, go ahead.
The long side
Okay.
is equal to the other long side, and the short side is equal to the other side.
Okay, so very, very good. Excellent job. So the longer sides are equal to the longer sides, the shorter sides are equal to the shorter sides. Do you agree with her?
Yes.
Okay, very good. William, you have more to add?
Sophie said that opposite sides are congruent and equal.
Mhm.
Jade said that the two sides are equal. I said opposite sides are equal, and rectangles are two pairs of parallel lines.
Ooh, is that a fact about their sides?
Yes.
Very good. That is true. Thank you for adding that detail. Rectangles always have two pairs of parallel sides or lines. Excellent. This is parallel to this. This is parallel to this. Excellent job. Okay, everyone. Thank you for remembering everything that we could about rectangles and their sides. I want you to take a second to erase your whiteboard and then silently just put it to the side. I don't want you to put it away because we are going to use it in about 5 minutes, okay? When you're ready, thank you, Fernando, putting your eyes on me. Excellent job. Waiting for everyone to get their eyes on me. Waiting on one pair of eyes. Thank you. Okay, so remembering that fact that opposite sides are equal. Let me ask you a question. If I were to draw a rectangle and I were to say 2 over here, right? And 5 over here. Could I be right?
No.
Why not? Why couldn't I be right? Is 2 equal to 5?
No.
No, this is not true. So this cannot be the case, okay? So we were having some trouble with these funky rectangular shapes that we were seeing, right? I need everyone to be sitting up straight, thank you, with their eyes on me. So we'll start with like one of these L looking shapes, right? Okay. And it looks like we took 2 rectangles and put them together, right? But we were getting confused with how to find the area of these figures when we couldn't even figure out how to find the sides when we have missing sides. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to totally start over from scratch and redo this. So if I tell you this big long side over here is 10, right? We'll call it 10 units, right? It's 10 units long. This is kind of what Aristine was saying before, right? Well, my long side has to be equal to my 2 short sides, okay? And I'm going to show you why. Pretend that this is one of the rectangles. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to color that in purple. You see my one rectangle?
Yes.
See how it's all in purple? It's one big rectangle. So this is one side. This side plus this side is going to equal this big long side. Okay? Can you save your question for just a minute from now?
Yeah, that's why I put it down.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Okay, so this plus this is going to equal 10. So if I were to tell you that this was 6 units, right? This is 10 units, and this is 6 units. I would look here and I would know that whatever this is plus this is going to equal 10. Okay? So 6 plus what equals 10? How could I find this? How could I find this? Fernanda? Did everyone hear her?
Yes.
Did you?
Yes.
What did she say, William? You can't hear her, right? What did you say? Yes. I loved your answer. I just wanted to make sure everyone could hear it. Go. That's not exactly what you said last time. So I'm gonna take 6 minus 10. 6 minus 10. So redo it. Try it again. If I've got 6, I can't take 10 away because 10 is way more than 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't do it. But I can do what? Very good. So I've got 10 minus 6. Everyone take a second and do 10 minus 6 in your pen. In your pen. Ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. 4. Very good. So I know that this side has to equal 4. Okay? Because 4 plus 6 equals 10. Or 10 minus 6 equals 4. Okay? Now I know the sides of my rectangle. Makes sense? Okay, I know I didn't provide all of the other sides yet. I just wanted you to see just the one. Because what do we know about the sides of rectangles?
Opposite sides are equal.
I didn't hear that.
Opposite sides are equal.
Ladies?
Opposite sides are equal.
Gentlemen?
Opposite sides are equal.
Sweaters?
Opposite sides are equal.
Very good. Okay, opposite sides are equal. So this plus this has to equal 10. What you were getting mixed up with was you were trying to add 10 plus 6 equals 16. Your two shorter sides that are opposite have to add together to equal your longer side, which is what Aristine was trying to share for us a few minutes ago. Make sense now? Okay. It can't be 10 plus 6. It's going to be 10 minus 6, okay? So, I want everybody to go ahead and take out your whiteboards again. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to find this together, okay? So, I'm going to pass out your favorite thing, colored version. And I'm only going to pass out, everyone look, 2 colors per buddy, okay? So, rules with the markers. Are we going to play with them?
No.
Are we going to color with them?
No.
What is the purpose for using the markers? What is the purpose for using the markers? Logan?
To put the parallel lines with one of the color markers and the other ones with the other.
Good. We're going to use it to help us determine our parallel lines, okay? They're not for playing, they're for helping us learn, okay? Okay, so I'm going to draw a figure and you're going to copy the figure with your, which one?
Black.
Black, thank you. Go ahead, draw the figure. Remember, it doesn't have to be beautiful or perfect, it just has to be similar. Try your best. We should be finishing up. Just about done. Where are you going to put your eyes when you're done? Okay. And our markers are down. Thank you very much. Okay, now I'm going to label just a couple of the sides. I'm going to leave some of them empty, and we're going to have to work together to find them, okay? So this is going to be 8 units. Go ahead and label it. Make sure you're doing the correct side, okay? This one on the right, okay? This one on the bottom is going to be 2 units. Okay? You don't have to write the word unit, it's just for space purposes, okay? If you did, it's fine, but from now on, don't, okay? All right. This one is going to be 7 units. This one going across up here. See which one I'm talking about? Good. And this one over here is going to be 3 units. And that's it. We're not going to do any other sides. Are we ready? Take your black marker and put it to the side. Pick up one of your colored markers. It does not matter which one because you're going to switch and take turns, okay? Are we ready? I want everybody to trace along the 8th side. Make it whatever color. I have blue, you could use green, it doesn't matter. Ready? The green one doesn't smell very good, sorry. Okay, so now we've got that one. I want you to tell me, which one do you think is parallel to this one? That is labeled. That is labeled already. Which one is labeled already? Javon? The 3 is parallel, right? Parallel. Everybody go ahead and trace with the same color. It has to be the same color. Anthony, it's not that serious. Please stop or I'll take it away. Okay, excellent. So the 3. And then you need to make sure that you trace along the other parallel side. Do we know what it is yet? No. Nope. Trace along this one right here, because that's also parallel. See which one I'm doing? Excellent job. Okay. So now, which one is the longest side? Is my longest side labeled in this case? Yes. My longest side is labeled? Yes. Look at the longest side out of these 3 parallel lines. Out of this line, and this line only, is the longest side labeled? Yes. Yes? What is the longest side, Kenneth? 8. 8. It is 8. So, my shorter side plus my shorter side is going to equal how much? 8. The longer side. Very good. So 3 plus, I don't know, equals 8. Okay? Go ahead and write this number sentence. You can either say 3 plus question mark equals 8 or 8 equals, same exact way. I love how when Aristine was finished, he put his marker down. Thank you, that was responsible of you. Excellent job, Logan. Excellent job. Nice job. Okay, now I want you to take a second and think about it. 3 plus what equals 8? 3 plus what equals 8? Second, do the math in your head. Plus what? 8 minus 3 equals what? Ready? 1, 2, 3. 5. Very good. Equals 5. So your missing side is equal to 5. 5. Go ahead and label your figure. And then you're going to put your eyes on me and push your marker back. Okay? So now I've got everyone's eyes, right? Yep. Thank you. 3 plus 5, the 2 shorter sides equal 8, right? Okay. Do I have all the sides in my figure? No. No, I don't have all the sides in my figure yet. So I have to find my other side that I'm missing, right? So I have to get my other color ready to go. Switch. Very nice. Okay, ready? What am I going to trace first? What should I trace first? Anthony?
The 2 and the 7.
I can trace the 2 and the 7, sure, with my other color. So my 2 is parallel with my 7. Is there anything else that it's parallel with? Anything else? Kirsten? The big, long, blank side, right? Do I know the length of the longest side in the figure this time? No, I don't. This time it's blank. Look, see how this one is definitely longer than this one or this one? Definitely longer. So I have to remember my 2 shorter sides added together are going to equal the longer side, okay? So I want you to take a second. What's the first short side? Look, don't go out. Take a second to think about it. What's the first short side? The first, in my figure, the first short side. My pink, your second color, whatever it is. Fernando? 2. 2. That's one of my sides. And I'm going to add 2 plus what? 2 plus what? Keon? 2 plus 7. Take a second and do this math in your head. What is 2 plus 7? Take a second and do the math in your head. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 9. Equals 9. So my missing side equals 9. So I'm just going to take a second and I'm going to look over that one more time. And I want, you can mark it on your board and then put your eyes on me one last time. And then you're going to get to do your next one. Okay? So the short side is 2 plus this short side is 7. 2 plus 7 equals 9. Does that make sense? Did I add my 2 shorter sides? Yes. Okay. Now I have all my sides, right?
Yes.
Can I find the area of each figure? Yes. I can find the area of each figure. So let me look back at my target. My target is to find the area of rectangular figures by decomposing them into non-overlapping rectangles. So 2 rectangles that don't overlap, right? Breaking this apart into them. So now I'm going to switch my color. You're going to have to use your black. Okay, so take your black. Everybody ready? Okay. And we're going to do, we'll make the top one. Okay, the top one. So I'm going to outline it like that. And I'm going to go over it a couple of times to show this is a separate rectangle. And I want you to do the same. Don't cover any of your numbers, but go over it a couple times so it's very obvious to you that it's a separate rectangle. Then you're going to take a second and you are going to do the same thing on the bottom half. You're going to go like this and make it a separate rectangle. So now instead of having this L upside down L-shaped figure, what do you actually have? What do you have now? You don't have an L figure, you have what? Keon? 2 rectangles. 1 rectangle, 2 rectangles. That makes sense? Okay. So, I know all the sides in my figure, right? So I'm going to look. Do I know my length?
Yes.
What is it?
9.
Oh, I'm sorry. How do we find the area of a figure? Ready?
Length times width.
Very good. Everybody remember length times width is how we find the area, right? So I've got my length, 9. Do I have my width?
Yes.
Look at my top rectangle. Everybody take a second and look at the top rectangle. Do I have the width?
Yes.
Is it 8?
No.
Why? But that's on the side. Isn't that on the side over here?
No.
It is on the side over there.
Yes.
But what is 8? What is 8? What is 8, Peyton? That's part of the 2 rectangles. So I want everybody to go ahead and cross out the 8. Cross it out. Okay? What's my width? Got my length. What's my width? Alessandra? 9 times 3. Go ahead and write that down. And it's always a great habit. You can put it inside the figure if you want. 9 times 3. And then whatever it equals. Which we'll do the math for that in a second. Okay? Do you have a question? Do you have more to add? Absolutely. Absolutely. Whatever works best for you so that you can see it. Yes. Okay. Now let me look at my second rectangle because I found 9 times 3. I don't know what it is yet. We're going to do that math in a second. Let me try to find my length times my width for this one. Okay? Yes? Okay. Is it 8 on this side? Do I know my length? Do I?
Yes.
I'm going to look at this figure. What's the length? Raymond. Okay, could be 2. That's fine. 2 and 2 times what? 2 times what? Javon? 2 times 5? 5?
Yes.
Do you agree?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, good. It is 5. 2 times 5. 2 times 5. And then equals. Okay? At this point, we should be able to do our multiplication. We should be able to find the area for our figures. Okay? So, what's 9 times 3? Take a second. Everybody take a second. Everyone get. We're going to give everyone 30 seconds to really think about it. Any of your multiplication strategies? Start finishing up. Ready in 3, 2, 1. Kirsten? 27?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good job. 9 times 3 is 27. Okay? Now, 2 times 5. Because I know that the area of this figure is 27. I don't know the area of this figure yet. 2 times 5. 2 times 5. 5, 4. Logan? 10. Do you agree?
Yes.
Very good. It is 10. Am I finished?
No.
Why not? Do I know the area of my rectangular figure yet?
No.
No. I know the area of this figure, and I know the area of this figure. I don't know this whole figure all together. Okay? How am I going to find that? How can I find that? Anthony? By adding both of the areas. Great job. Adding both the areas. So what's this area?
27.
And what's this one?
10.
And I'm going to add them together. Go ahead and do that. Love the thumbs up. Thank you. What is 27 plus 9? Fernanda?
37.
Oh my gosh, that was the loudest I've ever heard you speak. I love it. 37. Very, do you agree?
Yes.
Is that the area of my whole figure?
Yes.
Excellent. I know we got beautiful work on our boards, but unfortunately we have to.
So it's 37 squared.
That, oh, thank you for adding that fact. It is not just 37. 37 what? 37 kitties?
No.
37 units?
No.
No, 37 square units. because it's finding the area and it's the inside of the figure, okay? Very nice job. So what you're going to do now is I'm going to give you another figure, okay? You're going to have a worksheet with a figure. You can go ahead and put your whiteboard away. And you're going to work on the first one with a buddy. And then we're going to share out our answers. And then you'll continue from there, okay? You want to pass the rest? Now there's two sides, so I want everyone to make sure that they're on the correct side. So once you've found your colored pencils, you can go ahead and put your eyes back on me just for a second to show me that you're ready. Thank you, Javon. Great job. Keon, Anthony, awesome. You could share. Very polite. Okay. Please start finishing up and get your eyes on me really quick. I want everyone to make sure that they're on the side that says 1 centimeter on top. You see it? And then on the left side it says 14 centimeters. Yes? On the right side it says 12 centimeters. And then going this way it says 3 centimeters. Is everybody on the correct side now? Yeah. Okay, good. We're going to share. Okay? Are we ready? Okay, you can go ahead and work with your buddy. When you're finished, I want you to just sit quiet for a minute, but if it's taking a few minutes for someone to finish, you can move on to the second one, okay? You're only finding what? Area. We're only finding the area. Nope, you're only finding the area. Go ahead and get started with your buddy. Make sure that you don't go, okay? She didn't do it. Okay? Go ahead.
So let's do the top of the straight one that goes down. Yeah, get your first color and all the side to yes. This one. Yeah, we're gonna do the side there. This first. Not this first. Yeah, this first. Now we're gonna grab which side? The ones that over the right then, make it go like this. Yeah. What happened? Did you guys not cut your rectangles the same way? And then you changed your mind? Would you have done it? Okay, but you just changed your mind. That's fine. What you remember, you can do it either way. So it's going to be because we already added one. Cross out. Okay, so this you don't know this is so this is the one side of the so do you think we should okay, now we will figure it out. So what is yeah.
So, William, you just asked me an excellent question. Could you go ahead and share that with the rest of the class?
Is the area, does it depend on how you cut the figure?
He said, does the area, well, the area is going to be the same no matter what, but the area of each of the rectangles, is that going to change depending on how you cut the figure? Let's find out. That's a fantastic question. So, it's an L, right? Okay, and we found that this is 14, this is 12, what's this one up here? 1, what's this one over here? 2, this one right here? 3, and this one right here? 4, okay? You guys did an excellent job finding the opposite sides. Everybody knew that the two shorter sides together equal the longer side. Excellent job. Some people decided to split the figure this way. Can you do that? Yes. Absolutely. Because right now, what do I have now that I split it? What do I have now that I split it? Good, and that's what I need to do. I need to decompose the rectangular figure. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead. Thank you, Anthony. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make it obvious. This is one. How obvious, right? And this is the other. Okay? If you did not split it this way, that is fine because we're going to do it the other way in just a second. Okay? Okay. What is the length of this rectangle? What's the length of this rectangle? Okay? If you can't, just go switch to your seat and bring your paper and you can do that in a minute, okay? I just want you to see. If you can't see, you will too. Okay? Keon? 14. And I'm going to do 14 times 1. 14 times 1. Okay? What is 14 times 1? Not everybody all at once. Just take a second to think about it. 14 times 1. Ready? 3, 2, 1. 14. Oh, you are geniuses. 14 times 1 equals 14. So the area of this is 14. Now, I had a couple people say, I'm not sure which it is. Is it 4 or is it 3? Well, I'm looking at this figure right here, right? What is the 4 telling me? What's the 4 telling me? Aristine? What's the 4 part of? You split it the other way, honey, so look at what I've got up here, okay? Okay, the 4. Is it just part of this rectangle? No. What is it? Good. It's part of this whole length right here, okay? It's part of that whole length. So, could 4 be my length? Hannah, could it be my length? No, could not be my length. So I'm going to cross it out. What's the length of this figure? What's the length of the figure? Brianna? This figure. 3. And the width? Everybody? 2. Okay, equals 3 times 2 equals, take a, ready? 6. Okay. 14 plus 6 equals? 20. 20. Thank you. Square centimeters. Okay? However, you could have split it the other way as William asked. If I split it the other way, am I going to get it right? Well, ready? This is 14. This is 12. This is 1. This is 3. This is 2. This is 4. Right? Okay. What is the first? Make it obvious. What's my first length times width? My find first length times width. Everybody look at it and try to figure it out. Alessandra? Why can't it be 14? Why can't it be 14 times 1? Peyton? 14 is the length of both of these rectangles. Cross it out. Get it? 12 times 1. 12 times 1 equals, ready? 12. Very good. 12. Okay? Is this going to be 3 times 2 again? Is it? No, definitely not. Is this 3 the whole length? No, it's only from here to here. I need the entire thing. Okay? So what is the length times the width in this figure going to be? Everybody look. Everybody take a second. I already decided I'm not going to use the 3. Everybody think about it for just a second. 4 times 2. 4 times 2. What's 4 times 2? Everybody think about it. 4 times 2. Or in other words, 4 2 times, right? Ready? 1, 2, 3. 8. What's 4 times 2? 8. One more time. 8. 8. Very good. So now I've got 12 plus 8. What does that equal? 20. 12 plus 8, right? 2 plus 8 is? 10. Carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is? 2. 2 equals 20. Did I get the same area either way? Yes. Did I answer your question? What was your question? Does the area depend on how you cut it? Of the rectangles it did, right? But the whole overall, no. Okay? Yes? Okay. Do you have a question? Go ahead. Nice and loud so everyone can hear because they might have the same exact question as you.
Why can't you just break apart the 14 into 10 and then 4?
Because it's telling me that this side is 12. So you can't break it up into 10 and 4. 14 can break up into 10 and 4, but it's saying this side is 14 and this side is 12. Get it? So you can't just say, oh, now it's 10. Does that make sense? For this one, because it's the same thing. It's still 12. Get it? Okay. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to continue to work with your buddy. I might steal your buddy for a few minutes to go over something over here at my table, but if I do steal your buddy, that's okay. What do I want you to do?
Keep